Alright guys, sorry we have been a bit quiet on the YouTube. We have been super busy just getting a lot of loose ends finished. So we are back on top of that. So this week will be, next week we'll be back to normal doing the bigger resto jobs that we've got going on here. So we just had to play a bit of catch up. As you all know, we've got the VH here, which we've painted. We've wet sanded the whole car now, so that's all ready for polishing. We are getting the engine bay done. So you would have seen from last time we have now removed the engine and we've started to bare metal the engine bay and get that ready to get that in primer and do some repairs and get that painted. We've bare metal most of the engine bay due to surface rust and brake fluid dripping down the rails on the driver's side skirt. So yeah, we've cleaned all that up. We've started to metal condition a few things as we're going along just to clean up the metal. Once we've done that, then we'll give it another while, we'll give it a sand and get this ready for some epoxy. Once it's epoxy, we'll do some repairs on it, then we'll get it in, get it painted. So yeah, keep an eye over this. It should be painted probably early next week. So yeah, we'll probably get all the repairs and get it all primed and prepped this week, and then hopefully early next week we can see some colour on the inside of it, and then we can fit it up, and this is not very far off being completed. So there's still a bit to do, but there's not, you know, most of the hard stuff's done. So it's still the tedious, you know, last getting it all refined, polish it, put it together, and get it looking good again. So yeah, this is moving along very well. Customer's super excited to have it back and get it cruising. So yeah, we can't wait to give it back to them. So that's what's happening with this VH. The other VH you would have seen a few episodes ago. That's booked in at minus paint. We are getting the whole car dipped now due to being left out in the rain in between all the doors, and every crevice and every bit of the car has surface rust in it. So we'll get it dipped and put it on a rotisserie and get that going. So that'll be going Monday, Tuesday next week. Yeah, no, it's all cooking with gas. We have had Bianca's her VL since we last seen you guys. That is now back at her house. Waiting to be taken to mechanics to get done. Saturday morning, nice bright and early. BD towing. We got her VL going back to Bianca today, so we're gonna go deliver this at her house. So that's all done on our end for now. And we've also finished the RAV4, which we flow coated and stuff. I'll drop in a video below of that all finished. So yeah, that looks super awesome. I'll be back in about 2 weeks just for a final check over and make sure it's all looking good. And there's a couple of things that he's ordered in, a few molds and stuff that didn't come in time, so we'll chuck them on and yeah, get that happening too. So alrighty guys, the RAV4 is now completed. As you can see, this has had a closed door respray / flow coat. You guys might have seen what it looked like before. We'll drop some photos and videos below. This is all ready for the customer to come and collect. We'll have a look at that. Look at that finish. Isn't that beautiful? It's like looking into a mirror. That's why we have nicknamed ourselves the Glass Factory, because it's another glass produced for this RAV4. We painted the mirrors gloss black, wipers, nudge bar, headlights are factory tinted. This customer's had a PPF tint put over them just to make them a little bit darker. As you can see guys, this customer obviously loves his car, and good on him. People say, why are you doing up a RAV4? Well, because the customer likes it, so the customer gets what he wants. And if he's got the money to do it, then so be it. You know what I mean? So, good on him. At least he's a car enthusiast and wants to get his car looking good. He's got a pretty cool weekender as well. This is just a daily. So yeah, another one out of the CK stables. As always, beautiful job by the boys. What do you reckon, JB?
Looks good.
You happy?
Yeah.
JB's been polishing this for fucking a century. He's probably happy to have to polish it next week. Would you just have a look? Have a fucking look at that. That's sexual. That gets me wet. What do you want to say to YouTubers?
Hello.
Come on, JB. He's got more in you than that.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. So what do you got?
Yeah.
Okay. So what he's got for you today? On the JB channel. Yeah, it's been busy. It's been, boys have been absolutely pumping it the last few weeks, smashing it, getting it done. So thank you to my team for getting that done. And I've been in and out the last couple of weeks between here and home, doing some renovations at home. So just trying to open up and be here and be there at the same time. So it's been a bit hard, but the boys haven't lacked, and they've just been cooking with gas and getting it done. So thank you to the boys. But yeah, like I said a couple of times, we have been busy just doing loose ends. But yeah, we've just finally caught up, and now we get back into the rest of the stuff. We've got a few new cars coming in, so stay tuned and you'll see what we've got on.
Good morning, everybody. Today you got Shandeep talking here from CKP. We've got Chris Katatis that just came from CK Racing. How are you doing, buddy? What? You made it on time to make it fame. We are going on YouTube, buddy.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Fucking noise.
How are you in a
Okay,
cutty?
so we are waiting for Chris because like right now he's getting fade. So you're going to see fresh cut. But we'll see you in the next shot. Thank you.
We have finally caught up, and things are steamrolling again, which is good and fantastic. So got some new cars in. As you'll see throughout the video, a lot of cars have left. There's a bit more room in the shop, and things have changed. So we'll take you through and show you what we've been up to the last month. So you guys will probably all remember this car from probably the first episode we did on our YouTube channel. So we've got Jack's VL here, which was pretty badly damaged, which pushed the whole left side of the car back, kinked the roof, front door and the back door edge was door gap was all touching, so that was all pushed back. Full well, it was hit pretty hard. So yeah, car crossed 3 lanes and took it out. So he's purchased his car damaged from New South Wales, and yeah, it's got all the turbo, all the goodies on it. So we are fixing it back up so it's 110% perfect again. And I'll show you exactly what we've been up to and what we've got up to. So Damien's been working on this car, as you were seeing in the previous videos and stuff. The guy's very, very handy at what he does, and he's definitely crafty in his craft. So I'll show you exactly what we've done. We've got the top windscreen panel here. We've taken that off and we've unpicked that. It's been changed at some point. And it probably wasn't put on properly as well. It wasn't welded correctly. It's got a little bit of surface rust and stuff happening. So we'll put a new panel on the top there. Everyone, you might look at it and go, what the fuck, what's going on here? But I'll take you through it once, if you know cars pretty well, and once I give you an understanding on what we're doing, you'll understand what's gonna happen. So down here, the chassis rails run through and it joins up to just there where the jacking point is on the car. So they go all the way through and they join there. So from factory, these are spot welded on. So like the HQs and TGs and stuff like that, where you can actually remove the front end on, which then by a couple bolts. With the VL, they actually were welded on. So same, but a little bit different. So what we've done is we've got a donut front cut. So we could have either cut in the car and done a front cut. I didn't want to do that because to me, it's not dodgy as how they used to do it back in the day, but it's not the way it was from factory. And I want to make it better than factory, but still doing it the way it was done from then. So sat down with Damien, come up with a plan of attack. So we've unpicked the front end off, unpicked the rails and taken the front end off. As you can see, We cut it first just to get the bulk of the front off, and then we unpicked all the rails and stuff. So if you have a look over here, these are the rails. So these would have joint on to here like so, and that goes through. So just to give you an idea, this will be this side, right? That goes like that, and then obviously the front joins on from there. And these are spot welded through here, down along here, all along there, and so forth. So what we're going to do now is we've unpicked it. We've got the whole front accessible, everything in our vision. So what we're going to do, as you can see, when it was hit, the motor pushed back the firewall. It had a bit of rust and stuff developing down here. As you can see, that's not torn because we've pulled it from when we were pulling it or anything. That's actually rust. So again, we've got the front cut, donor cut. We'll cut what we need out, replace the sections instead of hand fabricating it. It'll just save a lot of time. We've got the parts there. We're going to straighten out all this, pull it all back out the way where it's meant to be. We've got heaps of VLs here, as you know, so we can use them as templates. So yeah, pull all this out, straighten it all out, set this line back, get it all 110% perfect. Once we've done that, then we can assess our front cut. So then we'll unpick the front cut the way we did, but a bit nicer, because we're going to reuse it. Once we reuse it, we'll then get it on. We'll probably screw it off and get it in position and whatnot. Then put the guards on, bonnet, headlights, front bar, grills, everything. Make sure it lines up to the doors. Make sure the guards line up to the bonnet. Make sure the headlights line up, all the gaps, everything's true, everything's correct. Once we have finalized it and we're happy with all the gaps, then we'll weld. You don't want to weld without trial fitting anything and then go, oh fuck, it doesn't line up. We see it all the time. So we'll probably check it heaps, off, on, off, on, off, on. Once we're happy with it, we'll then clean everything up, do our markings where it needs to sit, and then we'll plug weld it. We're not going to spot weld it, we're going to plug weld it. So plug welding is a lot stronger. For those of you that don't know what a plug weld is, instead of being a spot, we just pretty much put a hole through the new panel, and then we just go around with a bit of high heat and plug weld it. If you don't know what it is, just look it up. It's too hard to explain. So yeah, we'll plug weld it all along here, plug weld it there. We are going to box the engine bay up, so smooth the bay off. Like we said in the first episode we ever did, this car has been fully resprayed. So open door respray. The car is very clean, but it's not up to my standards. So I am going to strip the car while I'm here, and I'm going to paint and just give it a closed door respray. So fairly straightforward because there's no bodywork involved, only the parts that we're changing that are damaged at the front, but from the doors back everything's pretty straight, so it looks good. And no rust in the car. Obviously those bits on the floor, which we'll do, and around the front window. We'll probably just bare metal around the back window just to make sure if any previous rust repairs have been done, they've been done properly. And then yeah, we'll give the car a lick of paint and just get it 100%. And then yeah, no, so it's tracking on good. Damien's been smashing it out. So yeah, this is now 2 days that we've spent on it this week to get it to what it looks like now. So yeah, next week coming, we'll get another couple of days in. This isn't like a job that we have to get done straight away, so we'll be doing days here and days there, but we do want to get it done as well. So Jack's VL's, I called this project HQ VL because it looks like a HQ at the moment. So it's moving along. Stay tuned for updates and whatnot on this car. So we got Harry's VL Calais Series 2 in. This is coming for a closed door respray. Very, very, very original car. Very minimal rust. We'll probably put a back window piece in it. Front doesn't look like it has any rust around the whole aperture. We'll still bare metal that just to be sure and make sure it's got no rust. Sides, it's pretty straight. Usual car park dents, 30-plus-year-old car as expected. Nothing catastrophic. Definitely seen a lot worse. So yeah, we've stripped the whole car, we've bagged and labelled everything, as you'll see in some videos below. I've bagged, labelled everything, and as we're pulling cars apart, what I like to do is I keep a pen and paper handy So if I take off the front end, I'll label, okay, so I can see the front bar center's damaged. So I'll write parts required, new front bar center, new headlights, new upper bar molds, belt molds, Bailey channels, and I'll just do that. So I'll do the front in one section, then I'll go around and I'll just follow the car around. So if I'm doing the front, I'll then strip the guard. Then I'll go to the left-hand front door, left-hand rear quarter, then the rear bar, tail lights, all the garnishes, and then go back around. So then I come back to the front, I know the car's stripped. But while I'm doing that, I will just write each stage. So the front end, I'll write all the parts that we require for the front. Then the guard, there's not much, there's an aerial and a badge. So we'll put badge kit, new aerial, etc., etc. So that's what we've done on that. You'll see it anyways from below. Yeah, so I'll probably get stuck into that today and start repairing that. I've got to take the lower molds off the lower half of the car, so we'll do that today. I'll probably get JB on that. And yeah, so probably within the next month or so, this will be pretty close to being finished. So I'm gonna get on that pretty much every day next week and just get that happening. So moving forward, we have a Tesla here. I don't even know what it is. I think it's maybe a Model X or something like that. I don't really like Teslas. I'm not an electric sort of guy. So this one came into us that had all these lower half here, all the way around, and all the bottoms were the black plastic from factory. We sanded them, primed them, so we're all smooth, and then we color coded it to the car, so it's smooth finish, so it's the same texture, no texture anymore, it's the same texture, the same finishes, the paint on the car. So we've done that, we've done the wheels on it, so we blacked out the wheels. We did a full blackout package on it, so mirrors, guard cameras, all the handles, all the molds around the car, front grille, back tailgate. We've blacked the whole car out. So this thing here looks like a Lamborghini, the way they've designed it. I think somewhere here the door goes down and closes. So as you can see, the back here, it's all blacked out. It looks pretty cool actually for a Tesla. It looked pretty shit when it came in. It looks a lot different with all the color coding done and all the blackout package done. So definitely looks a lot better to the eye than what it did when it came in. So that's gone today. You would have seen the VH, we started doing the engine bay on that, so we bare metal most of it due to brake fluid running down the rails and eating into that. So that's all been cleaned up and epoxied. Some repairs have been done on that, primed up, and it's been painted. So that now is painted. I'll drop some clips below of that when we painted it. Chris is now in the booth having a coffee with his sunnies on. He's going to flow coat the car today. While we're flow coating it, the color that we did, the green on it, was like very hard to cover. So we put like, I think 4 or 5 coats of base down, 3 coats of candy, and then obviously silver. It's bleached through a little bit here and there, and the lines aren't 100% up to our standards. So we've relined it all, restriped it. We're just gonna blow some silver to make sure the lines are 100%, 10% crisp, just before we clear it. So we're gonna flow coat the car. We did say we were gonna flow coat it, got carried away, and now we're doing it. So we've come this far to not do it. So yeah, this will get flow coated today. Chris is in the final stages of masking it up. I'll take you through and show you what he's done and get him to explain what's been happening on this VH. Fuck, why is it fucking so zigzaggy? It's just the way the tape is.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got the VH here, like I just said, we're flow coating it. We're just gonna get the lines 100% straight, so we're gonna dust a little bit of silver on it before we flow coat it. Chris is on this one today. Yep. You wanna have a bit of a chat with the guys and let them know what you've been up to, what you've been doing, and so forth?
Yeah, I've been working flat out on this. Been blocking it down, 800, get it ready for the flow coat. Just been running the pinstripes on it just to crisp up the lines a little bit more because the OCD's is a little bit how you going. So yeah, going to do that. Blow a little bit of silver where I need it, and then peel all the masking off, double check everything, and then hit it with some clear. Probably 2-3 coats of clear, and should be ready to rock and roll.
So yeah, the aim next week for this one is we're waiting on some new parts to come for it. So headlights, sail lights, all the rubbers and moulds and stuff like that. So we're going to put together what we can to put together next week. Polish it. I want to have this pretty close next week. I'll send it back off to Smith Automotive next week. Get the motor, the trans put back in, get it running, get it back here. And by the time that's all happened, all the new parts will be here, and then I can spend another week or two on it, and this will be pretty close. So within the next 2 to 3 weeks, I want to have this out and back to the client. He's hanging for it. So yeah, Darren's super excited to have this back and cruising. I don't blame him. It's fucking come up pretty good. So yeah, it's definitely turned some heads. So that's what's happening with the Project VH. We, you would have seen, it's not here because it's left, but we've got some videos and some clips of it. We had Joel from Smith Automotive's Datsun sedan here. I think it's a 1600, 1200. People are going to rip me in the comments now, so make sure you rip me in the comments below. I'm going with a 12, I'm going with 1200. I think it's a Datsun 1200, so whatever. It's either 12 or 16. We epoxied that car and bare metaled it probably like 3 years ago. He did get the bodywork done and whatnot. We had it back here and we re-epoxied it. So we bare metaled the boot aperture, the front and back window apertures, and the front ventral panel, and the roof, as there was a few bits that needed to be gone over. We re-epoxied the car. The car's now gone off to get tugs, and it'll be back here to get blocked back. We're not 100% happy with all the body gaps and stuff like that, so we're going to address all the gaps, get them 100%, get them the way we like, and then block the car back, put a high build primer on it, and then paint it. So that will come back for that. I'll drop some videos below of that when we were doing that during the week. And also the VH SLE restoration gone wrong. Everyone loves that car and was tuned into it. Got heaps of views. So probably the highest views that we've had on all our videos. That is off at minus paint getting dipped due to being left outside in the rain and rust just appeared everywhere. So we got everything dipped. So that will come back with no underbody on it, no seam sealer throughout the whole car. It'll literally just be bare metal. They seal it off in an edge primer. So when that comes back, well, once it's finished from there, it's going to CK Racing Developments, and that's going to get tubbed and get a diff made up for it. And once they're finished off with that, it'll come to us, and we'll work our magic and get that looking beautiful as well. So yeah, it's a little bit empty in here because a few cars are off getting some stuff done to them, and a couple cars are finished. So yeah, it's all happening. We've been super busy, like I said, just trying to play catch up and get some stuff done. So yeah, we've the boys have been really busy. So yeah, thank you to the team for getting it done, and thank you for the efforts. You know, weekly does not go unnoticed. And thank you to all you guys as well that like and subscribe and make it happen for us. So really appreciate it. You know, we're not doing this for money. We're not doing it for anything. It actually costs me quite a bit of money each video that I do. I've got visual by Raf, so hit him up. He does some awesome videos. He does all our YouTube content now for us. So we pay him every week to come in here and do a video. Every time we put up a video, we pay him to come and do it. And then obviously our time that it takes to record it and stuff like that. So we are not making any money from it. A lot of people say, oh, we're just doing it for the people, we're not doing it for money, but they're actually making a business out of it. So for us, it's purely just for your entertainment, and if we can teach someone a bit of knowledge and a bit of skills and show you what we're doing. I know a lot of people like to see what's going on in other people's shops, and that's cool, so we'll give you a bit of an insight into it, but yeah, if we were here to be making money or making a profit from it, the doors would be shut, and we'd probably living on the fucking streets. So yeah, it's all for your entertainment purposes. Show you what we're up to, show you our craft, show you what we can do, and show you the work that we can produce to the highest quality of level that we can do. So thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Thank you.